Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Stellaris, and what I'm increasingly thinking is the really rather impressive Infinite Pond. I would say, yeah, we've got an okay fleet. 1.5k seems, not spectacular, but it's alright. No one's going to pick a fight with us for no reason. We've expanded very nicely over here. I think we are doing very, very nicely indeed. Now, there's a couple of things I know I need to do right away, which is, that whole power crisis situation? I have, of course, remembered the really, really bloody obvious thing that I just haven't bothered doing, which is, of course, there is a source of power I've just been completely bloody ignoring. So if we go over to New Duckburg here, of course, we've got all these bloody little lovely space stations that have all these empty module spots, where I could put a solar panel network that produces 3 energy. And right now I'm not doing that for any of them. So I'm just going to quickly go around and I'm going to basically add solar panel networks to literally all of my worlds. And in the case of Star Mag over there, I'm actually going to give them a station because I think they used to have one, but I kind of blew it up when I was taking over the area, so that's a shame. And over here in Taken Flight, just because it's a sector doesn't mean you can't make adjustments. You can still do everything you want here. So I can add solar panel network over here, even though this area is technically in a sector, and thus I'll only get like 2.25 of the 3 energy credits. It's probably still going to be worth it. I had another idea, by the way, which is we do of course have a few small issues with bloody Graceful Wing. Graceful Wing does actually have some small problems related to, some like ethics divergence and all sorts of other stuff. I think people are leaving as well, actually. There's a hydroponics farm currently. Okay, we don't need people on that hydroponics farm urgently. That's 100% fine. Yeah, I think some people have left and it's not a problem. Ooh, Physics Lab 2 can be upgraded to Physics Lab 3. Yes. Actually, how much is that adding to the energy draw? Probably a little bit. Never mind, let's just do that anyway. So as no one's using this farm right now and I feel like we don't need it, how about we just get rid of that for a second? Yep, get rid of that building there for a sec. Lovely. And what if instead, on this temperate climate, we were to build something else? What if we were to build a Letheric manipulator, so therefore that were to increase social conformity? I'm just a little bit worried about what's going on Graceful Wing. So I feel like maybe, just maybe, we would want to get the ethics divergence down a little bit. So that's absolutely 100. Yeah, that's 100% fine. Just get that building. Lovely. Meanwhile, Bill of Progress is apparently suffering from a minor case of starvation. That's unfortunate. Why is that even happening? I feel like that shouldn't. Well, maybe that's happening because we haven't really been investing enough in farms or whatnot. Hang on. I could, okay, in Bill of Progress, rather than the solar panel network, I'll build orbital hydroponics. Sure, why not? But I did just see something there that gave me a bit more of an idea, which is if we go over to Duckburg and its spaceports, theoretically, are we really going to be building many corvettes anymore? I don't think we are, but this Letheric gas refinery, shield hit points plus 20%. Now that strikes me as, yeah, that's much, much better. Right, let's get that in production instead. Perfect. Yeah, shield hit points plus 20% seems like an excellent sort of thing to do. Now, I've got a big thing to do here today, which is I've had a bit of a thought. We probably really need to be making some new friends at the moment because we had our one alliance with the Buhavilar and they don't really like us anymore. And we've got these guys, we've got the Galarev Cooperative and they're fine and awesome. What are you doing in here? Go away, tiles. Boo. Oh, we've got research as well. Hello. Not a great selection today, to be honest. Federation, we don't have any allies to federate with. Biolab, I'm not really interested in. Desert World, I feel like we've got enough worlds we could theoretically colonise. Army upkeep, sure, we do have an army. May as well get the upkeep of that down a little bit. But yes, we need to figure out who our friends are going to be, I think. I know they're starving, alright? I'm building an orbital hydroponics. It's going to be fine. So I feel like I need to try and find somebody who I can be friends with around here, because the Lyrite League is starting to expand down in this direction. We could theoretically start getting a bit close to them soon. Right, okay. 1, the Lolahandrians. I know we hate the Lolahandrians, but could we not hate the Lolahandrians? What's their big thing? Individualist, militarist, materialist. Well, we're materialist. I don't necessarily think we have to be opposed, yeah, but they are individualist and militarist. Yeah, I feel like potentially, given we did have that massive war against Lolahandra, and I have said some very mean things about mushrooms in the past, that's not going to work, really. Now, the Lolahandrian Union, however, individualist and, they're unfriendly, they're inferior to us, but equally I feel like they're a bit, like, scattered all over the place. I'm not sure these guys are necessarily going to make particularly good friends or allies. Okay, what about here? What are the Tile Confederacy people at the moment? They are spiritualist and individualist. No, that's not going to work, is it? And officially they're supposedly superior to us. Equivalent navy, equivalent fleet, and technology is superior. That's very surprising. I'm really on the, researchy, but alright, intriguing. They think we're materialist fools. Yeah, they're not going to come round. Okay, what about the Kithri? How about our friends, the Kithri? You are fanatical pacifist and collectivist. So, enlightened pacifist, they're up for that. A threat -1. Border friction is a bit of an issue, unfortunately. They're wary, but they don't fundamentally hate us. Potentially, could they actually... How strong are the Kithri relevant to us in terms of inferior fleet power, naval capacities equivalent, and superior technology? So we could... The thing is, like, it feels like none of these people are potentially going to be good friends to us. But... What's this word? Oh, that was terrible. But... The thing is, if you, like, create your own breakaway empire, then you sometimes end up in a... Did the Kithri and the Tiles go to war at one point? It feels like that there has expanded a bit. The Kithri feel a little bit vulnerable, to be honest. Like, did you... What is this world here? Hang on. Nah, I can't see much about that particular world, because all I can do is I can communicate with the whole Tile Confederacy, not with the individual planet. But I feel like this world that technically belongs to the Tiles might have once upon a time belonged to the Kithri. The Kithri feel a bit boxed in, to be honest. They are expanding over in this area, but, yeah, like, I wouldn't mind just reunifying the Empire, just kind of maybe, like, taking a bit of space up here, and then maybe forcing a border, and there's not even much point forcing a border state to exist, to be honest. Either of these worlds may be worth taking. What's going on in here? I can't see what that is. The thing about the Kithri, if we communicate with the Kithri, we can see in the background, they kind of like continental worlds, so there's a good chance whatever that world is, it's actually going to be continental, and we could actually take it over. What's that? Ooh. Doofus 3 is actually alright. That's actually an okay sort of a world. That's not even the world they've got occupied. They've got this world occupied, which is a lot smaller, including unemployed robots. I would have thought you just shut them off to save the batteries, to be honest, rather than letting them be unemployed, but never mind. Okay, so they've got a kind of crappy little world over here, but other than that, not much, to be honest. What about this world? Was this any good? Hello, which one's you? Alright, but not spectacular, and then you've got a planet over here that's not particularly well suited to me, but is actually a pretty darn good planet. Yeah, they're squatting on some actually really good little planets around here. I should think about just having some of this for me. Okay, so if we're not potentially going to make friends down here, what about over here? What about the Zikmoks? Yeah, the good old Zikmoks. You seem very large and very close by to me. What's your deal? You are... Oh. Individualist and fanatical pacifist. Feels like me and you are fleet powers equivalent, naval capacities equivalent, technology level is superior. Okay. So we might struggle in our war, but... Oh yeah, because they're fanatical pacifists, they don't like the fact that we now bomb the hell out of everything. But... that's not so bad. Yeah, I feel like we could do something with them. You guys are I could potentially work with. What about you lot over here? Yes, you lot, the member of the the Lyrite League, member of the Celestial Compact. So you lot are xenophile and individualist. They apparently like us. Border friction, xenophilia. I'm not xenophile, but alright. In fact, if anything, I have said some very mean things about mushrooms. Okay. So, potentially, you're willing to be friendly. Why can't I offer you Migration Treaty, Federation builders plus 20, base minus 50. Oh, just because there's a fundamental negative that you need to be quite liked by them before they'll even consider it. Okay. Could I theoretically ask to join the Alliance at some point? Differing war philosophy? No. We're quite different to these guys. This is a bit of a pacifist empire. Who are you, by the way? Are you part of the... No, you're not... Oh, yes, you are. You're part of the Celestial Compact, sorry. So who are you? You are also... Xenophile individualist. So these guys are okay with us too. I think we should maybe work on making some friends over here. And even if we can't necessarily be allies with them, we can be friendly enough with them that they decide they want to go somewhere else. Like, who are you exactly? You are independent Xenophile, but fanatical militarist and slightly terrifying hypnotoad people. Lovely. Why do I get the feeling that these guys are potentially not friends with these guys? Because these guys are not part of the Celestial Compact. So, intriguing. And also, who the heck are you up here? Hello. Oh, you're independent. You're not even flipping part of the Celestial Compact. That's almost impressive that you've managed to maintain your independence. Wow. Okay, let's start having a chat with the Lyrite League here, because I feel like we can actually potentially do something with these lads. What can we actually offer them that's good? Because, yeah, their fleet power is pathetic. Is it? That's interesting, because they seem pretty big, really, in terms of just the amount of space they cover. Yeah, if I could make friends, if I could just get in with these guys, maybe they'll be the way into the Democratic Zikmoks, which would be nice. Now, what can I theoretically do? Oh, this is interesting. I have to actually choose to close the borders to them. So unlike the previous, kind of the first version of the game, where you're kind of like, everything's locked out to start with, that's why my science vessels were able to move through the Tiles and the Kithri so easily, because now, unless someone's actually closed the borders, you can actually, like, move your science vessels around as much as you want. That's kind of cool. Okay, so I can't ask for alliance or anything like that. I could offer them a trade deal. Could I do them a trade deal that they actually... like? That might be nice. I could offer them a strategic resource for a strategic resource, or I could just offer them different types of information. Okay, I could give them star charts. Yeah, if you're willing to, are you willing to give me star charts in return? Okay, you're not willing to give me star. That's fine. I'm willing to give you star charts for a very, very generously small amount of energy credits, just like one, just like, can you just give me a transfer of, how long is that going to take? Oh, apparently quite a few. Okay, you're just willing to transfer me an absolute ton of energy in return for star charts. I'm totally up for that, and I'm going to give you a good deal. +2, you seem to like that. So for 1,000 energy, I'll give you access to my star chart. Sure, abso-flipping-lutely. And are they going to go for it? Let's have a look, see. Seems reasonable. Yep, they've just transferred me 1,000 energy for the star charts. Nice. Okay, so how am I going to stay friends with them? Because, like, there's not embassies anymore. So now, okay, favourable trade deal. That's good. What am I going to do to actually become better friends? Ooh, and I think, by the way, all of my flipping solar panel things have come through, because I suddenly have a nice, well, not exactly an energy surplus, because the moment I move my fleet away from Duckburg, that's going to immediately collapse. But it's not so bad. It's promising, at least. Ah, the Letheric Manipulator thing has actually been finished. Good, let's just move somebody. Who don't I desperately need? Okay, I think we're okay for minerals for the minute. We're going to move you over to you, and as a result now, hopefully, we've got loyalists working on the Letheric Manipulator, so we're just going to be releasing the gas, and because it pacifies people, I'm going to call it the Pax gas, and it's definitely not going to... What do you mean, Reavers? So the Jahub, the who the heck are you, and where are you exactly? Hang on. The Jarbanig League. Oh, you lot, down here. Yeah, sure. Why not? I will enter a non-aggression pact. Yes, that seems reasonable, because theoretically I might actually start expanding down into that area at some point or another. Yes. Now, another important thing while we're actually not doing so much, which is all of you ships, especially those of you who are on 0.3% health and have been since the beginning of the game, why don't you return to the nearest spaceport and actually go and upgrade yourselves? Because some of you could do with some upgrades. Upgrades, yes, go and upgrade yourself. Go and upgrade yourself. and go and upgrade yourself. Because all of these guys could, you know, ideally be of Warp Class 3, which would actually be useful going forward. So that's probably what we ought to be doing next. Duckburg has completed its construction of that there spaceport, Lethuric gas refinery. Yes, now this I think can actually be useful. We've actually found a use for that Lethuric gas, aside from, you know, making sure that the bloody traitors over in Thuban don't actually do anything nasty to me, which they bloody well shouldn't. So now that we've got this, these guys can presumably now, no, not be that. I want you to be... Don't you need to be upgraded? Isn't that a thing? Hang on. So I've got the Lethuric gas thing built. Yes. So ship modifier, shield hit points plus 20%. So on that basis, why don't I need to take first murder and tell it to go and upgrade itself? Because there is an upgrade available, right? Because, yeah, you're right here. Why? Okay, just move you away from the fleet for a second, and immediately we're into a massive energy deficit. Dear, good. Now, back into position around here. Yeah, okay. Now, is there any form of upgrading we can do? Because there should be the whole... I don't know why I can't upgrade that, because I've got this... Maybe is it auto-applied? Or is it just for... Yeah, I honestly do not know. Because we've got Lethuric gas, 2 out of 3. Alright, and we're using it. So, now I'm just really confused why that's not a thing. Well, actually, I think something even better. Oh, yes. Power plants 3 and 4 just became available. That's what we needed to see. Okay, now that's bloody important. Not a spectacular selection, to be honest. I'll take building cost minus 5% because that's just a benefit. It'll take a little while to make, mind. But yeah, it genuinely feels like right now what I need to do is basically... I've still got this energy... Actually, I'm not going to have an energy deficit. I can get rid of this energy deficit because now I should be able to upgrade all of the power plants. Yes. This, I should now be able to just upgrade all of them. Let's just upgrade literally everything. Oh, yes. All of the upgrades. Oh my goodness, and I completely forgot we can now actually get rid of literally everything on the money bin. I never did that. Right. Okay. Maybe just get rid of literally all of this. All of it. Just get rid of literally all of the jungle. Start growing. Expand, you magnificent bastards. There you go. Right, let's just get time going so that starts. Do those have to... Oh, those have to be done one by one. Oh, well, never mind. It'll all get done sooner or later. Bill of progress. We can do some upgrades for you as well. Physics labs for you. Better power plants for you. Lovely. Oh, better hydroponics for you. Spend that money, damn it. We can't actually spend it fast enough. It's coming in too quickly. This is a good problem to have. Right. Basic hydroponics farm over here. Let's get this. This place is growing really, really bloody slowly, actually. In fact, why did we build a frontier clinic here of all places? Right, well, let's clear out the rest of these places too. Clear out all of this. Clear this. Clear this. Lovely. Let's just clear all of this stuff out of the way. Yeah, why on earth did I put a... Oh, no, sorry. It's not that there was the stuff here. It's just there was nothing there, but the frontier clinic creates 2. That's why. Though, admittedly, it was stupid to build that there full stop, because now that's there, and thus the benefit that's passed out in every direction by the planetary thing is not going to give any benefit to this square, but never mind. Okay, that's good for our planets. Meanwhile, over in technology, army upkeep's done. Ooh, hello. What's this? We've got some better stuff. Ooh, the Xeno Cavalry. I like the sound of that. Army damage and army health plus 10 and 15%. That's pretty bloody good. But what's this thing? Another rare technology. I like the rare technologies. They're good. Careful reproductive planning should be incentivized lest we waste valuable genetic legacies. Oh dear. That sounds a little bit on the dystopian side. So, leader lifespan plus 25 years though. That's really, really good, because the leader's dying, and thus us losing benefit from the leaders is a bit of a shame. And then leader recruitment cost plus 25% though. And you're still losing out on the... No, you'll end up with better leaders overall. That's got to be a good idea. I mean, it's a little bit on the dystopian side, but I think it's probably for the best. By the way, Star Mag, have you actually got your flipping space station yet? Yes, you do. Oh, it had an orbital hydroponics on it. Why does that happen? Okay, that's odd. Okay, well, I'll just spend an extra 200 getting you with one of them as well. In fact, actually, while I think about it, I built over on Farthest Reach, I built a space station that had, yeah, I put an orbital hydroponics on it, didn't I? Okay, so let's actually upgrade that to a class 2. So I'll unlock a new slot, so I can actually put solar panel network in here, because, you know, you can see the amount of minerals to energy. We're doing a bit problematically there, so let's just get that going in. Lovely. Actually, you can start queuing up level 3 if it's available. That's actually really convenient. I like that. Now, I've had an idea, which is the Lyrites. What if the Lyrites, we offer them a really good trade deal of minerals? Yeah, so a monthly transfer of minerals, say. Just like not many minerals, just like 10 minerals a month or whatever. And I swap those for energy credits. So how many are you willing to... Ooh... You're willing to give me an alright deal. I'm willing to give you a pretty good deal. Plus, well, plus 1. Do I even want to give that many minutes? Actually, you know what? I could do with it. Yeah, I will totally give that. And I will do that for 30 years. And apparently it's a better deal then. Okay, that's fine. I'm willing to give them a good deal because I want them to like me. So confirm that. Hopefully they say yes to this. Yeah, come on, lads. And term seems reasonable. Nice. Okay. We're building a good relationship with the Lyrite League here. I just want to not cause trouble with them. That's all I want. Though I'm not sure, like, in a world where there's no embassies, and I definitely can't get them into... Yeah, I can't invite them to an alliance. I can't... Can I ask to join the alliance? No, the war philosophy, that's the problem. It's because I like bombing people too much that I can't actually do that. Yeah, I don't feel like I've got that many options with them, really, other than trade deals. And I've given them an alright trade deal, and that just gets basically plus 3. And I'm guessing that's plus 3 for the term of the trade deal, and then goes... I hope it's not -2 immediately while the trade deal is still active. Actually, it doesn't even matter. You know what? I've got what I wanted out of this trade deal, which is I've got the, actually, amount of power that I need to power this fleet. Also, can't help but notice that, like, the Democratic Zik Mox, they are technically, like, friends with these lads. They're part of a league, but... Was that always there? Or have they just kind of basically said, screw you, we're having this? And I'm guessing they also went to war against these lads at some point. Intriguing. Also, who are you? You've got a big, terrifying skull that looks a little bit like you, except yours, that's terrifying. And your little cuddly fluffy... Oh, it's little koala bears and he yawned. He's so cute. Okay. Those guys are less terrifying than I assumed they would be. I thought they'd be, like, terrifying, you know, Taurus people with mighty horns, and we shall gore you with our horns. No, they're cute little, fluffy koala bears. Lovely. Right, what are we going to do here? I feel like maybe we could just have a bit of Lolahandria, but I'm not sure that's really tactically that worthwhile to us. Like, the Lolahandrians are... They're presumably like... Well, it says they're equivalent to us. Their fleet power's inferior. How is their technology superior? That doesn't seem to make sense to me, but... I feel like what I should do is I should just, like, have a bit of stuff. Like, they like living on... Actually, they like continental worlds. I imagine their planets are actually alright to have, to be honest. That is a Arctic world that's okay, but not spectacular. Yeah, that's alright. And then what's this over here? Oh, of course, because over here, this isn't Lolahandrian territory. This is what they took off the... I can't remember what they were called now. It was so long ago. But there was... What's going on here? Someone left the unknown, the unnamed alliance. Marvellous. Oh, and that's another thing I need to do, by the way. And why are you marked as... Oh, because you're in orbit. Right, sorry. Yes, I've actually realised, of course, I've got these planets here that I'm not really keeping an eye on right now. So, construction ship, build an observation post to keep an eye on trip to... Oh, by sheer coincidence, I picked the one that was actually in the same bloody system. So, you can keep an eye on that. Who are you, by the way? The Twixy whatevers are just having a loopsy round. Fine. There's another one up here, isn't there? We've actually got 2, like, basic worlds over here. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, here it is. So, construction ship, could you come over here and have an observation post around here as well? I'd like to keep a better eye on these lads. How are you doing? Oh, look at that. You can do it in one jump now. Now all my ships have flipping warp 3. Love it. So, yeah, I'm just going to go and keep a better eye on those worlds. So, yeah, would it potentially... Well, actually, if I were to go and take over the planets that actually belonged to the originally Lolahandrians, which basically seems to be, like, from here, from this planet onwards, I'm kind of a little bit exposed to be honest, because if I do that, then, like, the Lolahandrian Directorate, or sorry, the Lolahandrian Union, I mean, those guys are crappy. I could just move in and make them mine as well. Like, I feel like if I just wanted to annex this area, or make it a free area that's more to my liking, that shouldn't be too hard to do. But now I'm talking about 2 flipping wars at once, which probably isn't a desperately good idea. I mean, I am concerned about the Tile Confederacy. Like, they're not so desperately, like, opposed to us. They're not hostile, but I am worried that, well, it's only the technology that's superior. Their fleet and naval capacity is only the same as ours, which means if we just upgrade a little bit further, we might actually be okay. We could potentially have them. Like, I feel like, together with, like, if we brought our main capital ship to bear, and the nice bonuses that provides, I think we could win that. Also, how's the money been doing now? Surely we've started clearing out. Yes! Yes, that's what I wanted to see. The money bin's looking much, much better. Now, we could use some energy. So, what's high energy? You go up here and build yourself a nice basic power plant. Not a military. What does a military academy do? Oh, for building armies. That's not a bad idea, actually. I could build a power hub. Produces some power, but yeah, power hub. Energy credits plus 10%. Actually, this planet isn't going to be producing much energy. Like, those 2 I'm going to be putting on mines, because the whole point is this is producing minerals. So we'll put a power plant on you. I don't think we'll bother with a power hub on this planet. How are you doing, by the way? You're not... No, you're no longer starving to death. Good. You're absolutely fine over on the money. Actually, you were never starving to death. It was the Bill of Progress that was starving to death. And now you're not. So isn't that marvellous? Oh, this is looking very, very nice over here. I like this. And we can start upgrading all of these areas too. Perfect. Actually, that's a good point. Over on the money bin, we've actually got a new sort of building we can unlock, didn't we? We got the... No, not the mineral silo. The mineral processing plant. Yes. So that produces some minerals on its own, but increases the overall mineral output of the planet. Okay, that's something that we need to be building over here. That can be very, very useful indeed. Now, we've got ourselves an observation post. Apparently, this is an observation post. I'm not sure I've even ever seen one of these before. So, observation post. Observing this planet down here. So, what can this thing actually do, by the way? I've never built one of these before. So, this thing... Because I like, have... I think you can't have, like, a mine and an observation post on the same planet. So, like, the guys back on Fact, that lovely planet I found ages ago, I have a mining planet on them, and thus the game's telling me I can't actually do anything else. So, what am I doing? I am passive observationing. So that gets me +3 society. So natives are studied unknowingly from a safe distance and every effort is made to avoid cultural contamination. I can move over to aggressive observation. Oh, abducting cows! That's cool. Life specimens frequently collected to learn as much as possible about biology and culture. Or I could technologically enlighten them so I could rapidly elevate the native civilization to space age. Time this takes is dependent on their cultural level of technology. That's cool. Or covert infiltration. Oh, okay, so I can't do that because I don't believe in doing that sort of thing. Fine. And one of these must be true. They must be up to at least industrial age in order to integrate them peacefully. So we just have agents genetically modified to appear as member of the native population and send them to infiltrate. They will gradually replace world leaders and prepare the planet for annexation. Well, that's cool, but also terrifying. Okay, well, this planet's the one that's like, yeah, this is just a bunch of basics, isn't it? So... You know what, let's just passively study them, that's fine. So we just get 3-a-month society out of that. That's okay. So we've got farthest reach right here, which is all going very, very nicely. Fine, whatever. We've also got up here this world, Triptych, which is, what stage is this in? This is its capital world. I don't know what stage these people are in. If I hover over them, does it tell me? We can only move... Collectivists. I mean, they've got opinions. I can't see what stage they're in. So, alright, let's just go into this menu then. And, okay, no, we've already got you. Yeah, no, you. There you go. So, then definitely not industrial, machine, atomic, or early space. Because we don't have any of that. Don't we have, I swear, somewhere in the Empire, we've got a flipping group of people who are, like, a little bit more ready to go. Oh wait, hang on. No, it was these guys, these turrets guys. These are early space age. Even though they have only got, like, primitive farms and primitive factories. They must have, like, they've just got a primitive space age. So that surely means I am, like, oh, it's because, sorry, the status, not anything else. So I could do that. if I had unrestricted native studies. Hang on, I need to go and check my policies. Okay, so native enlightenment is allowed, fine, and I am physically unable to do unrestricted native studies because I am a pacifist, right. So you can't be xenophile or pacifist and still be doing those studies, so all I can do is active study. But what I could do is bring these guys up to code as soon as possible, right? So I could elevate them to the space age, and the time it takes depends on current level of technology. It shouldn't take that long. I don't know, I'd say let's just do it for fun. It's going to cost some society research and a bit of energy, but I've got enough energy for now. I mean, if we accelerate them, surely they become our friends, or if they don't, then we could just, like, murder them or whatever. So, yeah, I'd say let's technologically enlighten these bastards. There we go. Don't know how long this is going to take, but we'll see. It takes 100, 2 per month, so 50 months. So about... Is someone really angry about that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on? We might have a rebellion coming in soon. We've also got something not being used. What's not being used? Okay, someone's growing to fill that gap. Oh, loads of stuff's not being used. Where are you all going? Now, a powerful population faction. We have got problems with the flipping... Yeah, Ganlarev Xenos United, which is a bit of a problem. Now, there's 2 separate factions here. So, New Duckburg Nationalist Movement. Sector Separatists may appear in worlds. Yes, I know about them. How many pops are there on this world? I really should go and check these guys out, because I'm a bit worried by what these guys might actually be doing here. And should we just start up like a policy of like occasional bombardment? Is the problem that you're just being managed really, really badly? Is that what's going on here? Because obviously I can't manage this for you. Like, some of you need to be given... Oh, no. The ducks are actually moving into this planet, and there's still robots who are still just managing the government for you, you bloody idiots. Okay. What are we going to do to try and deal with this problem? Because, yeah, oh, sorry, I mean, the whole point I was going to check there was we've got, like, number of pops on this planet is 13 pops. Okay, 13 pops here, and these guys have... Oh, no, that's not the number of pops, sorry, that is actually... Oh, no, there's number of pops. Okay, so there are 7 pops that belong to this faction, 7 pops on, 7 out of 13. That's, like, half the world. They're going to start sabotaging things. Dear, oh, dear. Well, that's no bloody good. I mean, these guys I'm not so... worried about. Like, the guys who have got nothing just want independent new... Wait, independent New Duckburg? What? Hang on. Hang on a bloody minute. Oh, no, they are on... They want independent New... Oh, of course, sorry, the New Duckburg sector, not planet. Okay, so no one's really worried about the independence thing. But, returning to the Ganlarev, that is actually causing trouble. We've already done... 1 campaign. We can't do another campaign. I could suppress the media, but that would require energy. I could bribe the leaders, but that would require a ton of influence and energy. I don't want to do that. But I don't see how else we're going to get this down. Other than by generally making this area... Maybe I need to manage this group manually. Just to kind of like... Because right now I can't manage it. So, actually, can I still use the edicts? I could do. I could do re-education campaigns, which require 127. I don't want to do that. Okay, I think we just need to leave them be for now, even though it is getting a little bit on the worrying side. They're going to start potentially causing trouble. So, increased happiness makes populations more likely to become and stay loyal. Certain factions will have a high affinity attraction to certain pops. I.e. slaves should always join the slave faction. Fine, makes sense. I need to potentially... Wait, what? What? Why is my navy over capacity? Oh, because the leader died, and I think he was giving me a buff to the size of the navy. Right. Okay, this is all going to start causing trouble here. So I know this is inefficient, but I think we actually do need to make a decision here about the planets and the sectors, which is we need to manage the New Duckburg sector, and unfortunately, we are going to need to potentially take this out. It's going to cost 25 to remove this area. I think we need to manage it directly just for the moment. I know that costs a little bit of influence, which is a little bit on the frustrating side. But I think we just need to manage these guys. Okay, fine. That's annoying, and I know that now means we have got monthly Monthly influence down 10%, energy credits minus 10%. Bloody hell. Well, we just need to get in here and we need to make this work. Because whoever's, you know, guarding this area right now, it's not working. So they've got a planetary capital, okay? And we need to start giving these guys things to do. Because happiness is like 25%. This is not working because of base, xenophobia, leadership, primary species only, native enlightenment is allowed, alien overlords. Okay, I need some things to get these guys to be happy. I could just give these guys a paradise dome right now. That could work. I mean, I'm not sure if it's necessarily paradise for mushrooms. Maybe just don't put mushrooms in it. But just keep upgrading all the buildings. Yep, upgrade all the buildings. Upgrade all the buildings. Why are you unemployed? I'm giving you stuff right now. Some ducks have actually moved in here. That's fine. You need to move over. You've got plenty of food, right? Yeah, you've got plenty of food. So you, come over here. No. What? Why did I... No, I wanted you to be there. What am I doing? Too many colonized... I know I've got too many colonized systems, alright? Now, build a paradise dome. That will make everyone a bit... even more bloody influence is being spent to do that. Bloody hell, guys. It was not even worth taking you over. Right, power plant up to level 4. And just keep building this. What else can we do that potentially gives us... If I build an army here, would that potentially be good for anything to do with... Actually, that's a good point. Droid army. Droid army is 1.5 to 3.15. Ganlerev defensive army 1.52. Oh, yeah. Like, as it turns out, the droid armies and the Ganlerevs could be a really good source of army. This is intriguing. This could work. Okay. Yeah, next time we need an army, we could build it over here. The Ganlerevs, bloody weasel mushrooms that they are, could actually be quite useful for this sort of thing. Right, what else do we need to give you guys? You guys need jobs. Like, you're probably unhappy because you've got no flipping jobs. We just need to get you the Letheric Manipulator? Is that everywhere? I thought that was just on the planet I built it. But they're being affected by the Letheric Manipulator. There is no Letheric Manipulator here, is there? Did you build one? No, I can't see it. I think it's just affecting literally everything. Bloody hell, lads. I was not expecting that. Okay, well, this area is actually producing a fair few... Could produce a fair bit of power, couldn't it? So, actually, I don't want to build a power hub. I've spent enough bloody influence on this bloody place. Right, power... And then power. You can all work in a lovely, lovely power plant. How's Frontier Clinic? Habitability plus 5%. How's habitability for you, by the way? Are you guys actually okay on your habitability here? Hang on, let's go over here. Habitability. Yeah, this was your world, so it should be. Ganlerev's at 90% habitability. Mighty Ducks at 70%. Post Mighty Ducks at 90%. Droids at 10%, but droids don't really care about habitability, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to move you over to here, and I'm going to give you a Frontier Clinic, because let's just give you some extra food. Oh, it's extra food, actually. Extra food. Does that give you any form of happiness bonus? Surplus food will increase the growth rate of pops, while shortage will make them unhappy. Happiness effects will be updated at the start of every month. Additional food can be grown by constructing farms. So we want to make sure, okay, we've got a massive surplus right now, so I really don't think if, like, there's only 18 squares, I'm already producing 16.2, I don't need to think we need to worry about that anytime soon. And then yet more flipping, yeah, I can't see anything else I can do, because you can only build, and the military academy doesn't do anything for happiness at all. There's only so much I can do for happiness. I'm just going to have to keep giving you power plants, because power plants work quite well in this area, and, like, I'm assuming if you have jobs, you will be happier. Hopefully. So just keep building the power plants. Keep building the mineral... Wait, no, not the mineral silo. Sorry, the mining network. Yep, just... They're going to enjoy life in, like, the mines and stuff. Hopefully. I really hope they are. If they're not, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Like, I hope I don't have to eventually, like, start bombing them or something. That would be unfortunate if so, but... We'll have to see. Who's your... You don't have a governor. Oh, does that mean I have to bloody recruit another blood... Is anyone available to be the governor? Please. Right, is anybody good at happiness? Is anybody good at, like, making people super happy? Because I really need it. Okay, let's just try recruiting. Someone tell me you're good at being happy. No. Retired fleet officers. This guy's cheap and young. Having a governor seems to increase happiness anyway. Ugh, even more bloody influence has been spent on these utter bastards. These utter gits. Well, at the absolute bare bloody minimum, you guys can provide me with a little bit more solar panel network. Yeah, it's fine. Lovely. And the monument I think I saw over there actually could do with being level 2. Spaceport level 2. And the reason I'm saying that is if you're level 2, I'll be able to get an orbital hydroponics. And I kind of want this society growing as quickly as it can, because this could be a very, very valuable little area to possess in terms of the amount of minerals it can ultimately produce. So, definitely worth thinking about. Get an orbital hydroponics over there as soon as possible. But I need to keep an eye on this, because I'm worried. I could have just spent the bloody media on the... If I'd have just suppressed the media, that would have been more efficient than what I've just done. But I'm not wasting the very last of my bloody influence on this. I'm not. I refuse. Ah, but that's one good bit of news at least. I just heard the research complete noise. Advanced bomber wings. Now this is something I do want to do. I need to have a think about some new fleet stuff. Because I've been really, really enjoying... Is there any way for me to get... launched bombers on... No, there's no way to get launched bombers onto destroyers. Onto cruisers, however, is there any way to do it? No, nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, so I can only have one bomb wing on the Spectral Core, and I'm really, really enjoying having that, by the way. So we need to have the improved bomber wing over here. Definitely. So that goes there, and that now gets the power to be a little bit underwhelming, to be honest. The additional hitting power is probably worth it, though. So if I get rid of... Actually, that is ship hull points. What do I want more of? I kind of want to keep the shields, but sacrifice the hull. So if I move that off here... Right, okay. So if I move that over to here, and the ship hull points onto here... Does that... Why am I now plus 12? Right, what if I got rid of that, put one of... them in here, that's now plus 77. No, that's now minus 2. So I can't get rid of that. But could I get rid of this and then put a level 4 shields into medium? Okay, so that's back where I started. So hang on, there must be a way of doing something a bit better than what I'm doing right now. Well, what I can do at least is save a bit of money by moving that over to a basic one. Okay, so that's fine. That's the new cruiser class, now with Type 3 bomber wing. Now, as for the battleship, could I theoretically have more than one bomber wing on here? I could. Ooh. This is intriguing. I hadn't really kind of thought about this, but I could actually have multiple bomber wings on my battleship. I'm really quite enjoying having that. And then I could just have one... Yeah, let's have a look at this. Let's just have a look at this. I could just kind of... Let's have a think about this here. If I put the Infinity Bulwark at the back... Alright, and then I put this thing at the front here. Okay, and now I want nothing but flipping launching bombers here. Okay, then at the back of the ship, you see, what I want is the kinetic artillery 2. Right, you see. Aha, you see, I'm thinking about this now. And then nothing but small weapons at the front, so that's fine. Then I can just have, like, a combination of, like, a couple of these and a couple of these. Yeah, there we are. So now at this point, this ship is really more about just like launching a ton of ships and also having a massive, massive gun. Something I do with the mass breaker, by the way, because I'd like to have... No, I was about to say, I would love to have like large and a thing at the front too. So this thing is now more about... Yeah, this thing is now kind of more about bombers and bombing the hell out of everything, but that's actually kind of nice. I like the idea of it just being able to kind of send out 3 waves of bombers. That means it will have some serious bloody long-range hitting power, especially when you throw in this thing. Okay, let's see how much I actually need to kind of make this work, because I feel like actually this thing is going to be easier to... When I say easier to power, this clearly is not going to be that easy to power. Dear oh dear. Right, okay. So that is regenerative hull, but on the small. Then I could have myself like a tiny bit more of that here, because that doesn't actually cost any energy at all. Then I could just try and shove in shields. Okay, get rid of one of these. Shove in a shield there. Alright, get rid of these 2. So that's only 600 shields. That's not too good, and even then it doesn't actually work. Okay, it's not perfect, but I quite like that. So that's the capital bloodshed. Like, we always knew all along capital bloodshed is inefficient because it needs bloody 200 power just to use this thing. So let's save that. That's fine, I like that. Now, we can have a bit more fun, however, with the delightful bloodshed, which I'm going to do the same thing to, but obviously that doesn't have the problem of this bloody issue with the flipping thing there. Right, same principle, advanced bomber wings everywhere, except this time I'm going to have a lot more power to play with. Oh, interestingly, this thing actually doesn't draw any power whatsoever, I just need a slot for it. But it makes such a tiny difference, I don't even think it's necessarily worth bothering with. I'd just be better like just kind of powering the shields just all of the shields. And that there makes it actually work quite nicely behind 1,100 shields. So I think it's actually quite a step up. I think the power drain, because I'm actually powering, these are all small, and then it's actually a smaller number of weapons, just some really heavy punching ones. Actually, we're in pretty good shape there. So that's the new delightful bloodshed. And that should mean now, back in New Duckburg, if we just kind of head over to the fleet here, you guys, go for an upgrade. Only 135 for all of that. And it's going to be done very, very quickly indeed, in fact. Marvellous. I always like it when that happens. The ships have been upgraded, and there's our new capital ships there. Now with these massive... I'm guessing like those are... Ooh. Oh dear. A ruined building on here. That is unfortunate indeed. And when I say unfortunate, burn the bastards to the ground. Kill them all. I demand purgers. So the biolab was blown up, but luckily it didn't actually do that much harm. And it's actually fairly cheap to repair. So we can just kind of keep rebuilding these buildings over and over. Just kind of annoying that we have to. Well, two things have popped up over in the engineering. Betharium, which I believe just powers like really powerful power plants. Alternatively, I don't know what this one is, but let's get it researching, see if we can extract it and see what goes on here. Dear, oh dear, I feel like the Empire's not in good shape right now. The fleet's flipping over capacity. The flipping directly controlled systems are over capacity as well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to call it a part there. A very mixed episode, all things considered. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do next. I think maybe we need to find something to do with this lovely fleet. I need to just pick a target and go, because we're not going to have any friends around us, and if we're not going to have any friends, maybe we could make some friends, just like we made the Ganlarev Cooperative. We could make some friends. That could be a good idea. So, maybe that next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Stellaris. Thank you very much, and goodbye. So we take nothing, except for the fancy clothes we're wearing, 2 dogs, also I'm guessing Jasper. You're coming with me, I'm having your bloody clothes. So just the butler, 1 servant and 2 dogs and all the clothes. Ooh, this guy's got... I want this guy's hat.
Of course you do.
I want this man's hat. Look at him. It's like 4 times higher than his head.